Hey everyone, so we have now moved from Wilderness Lodge over to the villas at Grand Floridian, and we'll be at Grand Floridian for 4 nights this time, 2 in this room and 2 in the next one.
Yep, so these 2 nights we are in a deluxe studio here on the vacation club side in the villas, and then the next 2 nights we're going over to the cash rooms where we have a lagoon view in the outer building, I think it is. So we're in the same resort, but we're in 2 totally different buildings, so we'll be checking out 2 kind of very, very different types of rooms going on there.
So this one is a standard view, and we actually have a view of the monorail, which is kind of cool.
Very cool standard view.
Yeah, so we'll check it out.
Let's see, flip in there, and here we go. So this is a studio here in the vacation club side of Grand Floridian. This studio does technically sleep 5 people, and we'll go ahead and check out the bedroom, then we'll go back and come through for a tour. So it has a queen bed here. So you do have a real queen bed with a really pretty headboard, and of course a little hidden Mickey on the bed. And then you have a pull-out couch, which is queen size as well. Now this is not one of the newer pull-out couches that has kind of the thicker mattress on it. It's still one of the older ones, so it's not quite as soft as some of the newer ones they have. But it is a pull-out sofa bed there, queen size. So you have your 4th sleeper there. And then here up beside the wall, we have a pull-out bed, little twin bed there that is really not quite adult size, more like child size bed, but if you're a shorter adult, I guess you could stay there as well, with some adorable Dumbo and Mrs. Jumbo artwork going on there all the way around. So really cute little artwork inside that bed. So there is your 5th bed here in this room that does technically sleep 5. Now, that being said, if you have a look around the room, it does get a little bit cramped when you have all the beds pulled out in this room. So if you have 4 or 5 adults or even older teenagers going on in your family, it might be a little bit tight in here. You may want to think about getting something a little bigger, like a 1-bedroom that sleeps 5 instead.
Especially when you consider we don't even have any luggage out right now. So any luggage, any carry-ons, anything you had has to go somewhere, and you cannot store it under the bed because
there's no under the bed storage here, and there also is there's no chest of drawers or anything like that here, no dressers. So the only thing you have is your little nightstand and the closet over here, which we'll come over and check out in just a second. So something to keep in mind if you're looking to stay here with more than just 1 or 2 people. So when we first come in, there was a door over here to the right, and this door goes over to the 1-bedroom villa, which is next door. And those 2 combined, the studio and the 1-bedroom, would equal a 2-bedroom lock-off villa. We do have a 2-bedroom villa booked here, but it's a little bit later in the year. We've already stayed in the 1-bedroom. So on this side, we have the bathroom with a sliding door to close it. Now this room here, excuse me, this room here is accessible. So some of the doorways are a little bit wider and stuff, but they have a sliding door for the bathroom. And when you get in here, there is a single room with the toilet on that side, vanity here in the middle, with a really pretty countertop. I love that countertop. Not a lot of counter space, but a really pretty countertop with a single sink. There is a television in the mirror because here at the Grand Floridian, they're all about luxury, and I guess nothing says luxury like a TV in your mirror. So they do have a TV in the mirror here, even in the studio. You don't even have to go to the big rooms for that. And then there is a tub and shower combo over here with some really pretty white tile with a little bit of green accent on there. So you do have the detachable head as well as the secondary head here, and it's got all the rails and stuff because this, again, is an accessible room. This curtain, we were really certain would have some kind of hidden Mickey in it. If it does, it's really well hidden. We looked over it several times and couldn't find anything. Just a lot of floral print. We were kind of hoping there would be a hidden Mickey there. But what we did find here in the bathroom, unusually, was a hidden Grand Floridian logo over here. Let's see if we can see it on the camera. They stamped the logo of the Grand Floridian into the toilet paper. And that is how you know, folks, that you are officially fancy, when you have your logo stamped into the toilet paper. Now, just on the inside of the door, we do have a pretty painting of some flowers, kind of an abstract art piece with a lot of kind of watercolors and things like that. We were able to find a hidden Mickey in there, though. I think they did a great job kind of hiding that one in plain sight. Took us a second to find it, but did find a little hidden Mickey in there, and that's the only one we found in this room besides the little towel Mickey they made for us. Now, because it's a vacation club room, you do have at least some form of a kitchen. It's a studio, so you don't have a full kitchen, you just have a little kitchenette. You have a microwave with some plasticware and disposable plates and bowls up there, as well as some glasses and mugs and things like that in here. And then you have a sink with a full-size coffee maker. As with all the other villas, you have a full-size coffee maker, which is great, and a toaster. And then you have a mini fridge as well. It's a little bit bigger than your standard mini fridge here in the Disney resorts. And then this closet over here is your only real storage space in this room. You have hanging space, you have a couple little cubbies over there, and then there's a shelf on top where they have extra blankets and pillows for the pull-down beds. And because it's Grand Floridian, once again, we're fancy enough to have robes in our room. So they do make you try to feel a little bit fancy here. You have to drink your tea with your pinky out. Now we're back in the bedroom here with everything folded back up. You can kind of see there's a lot more room in here when you don't have the bed pulled down on this side and the couch pulled out to be a bed. So you have a TV here. There's also a Blu-ray player hooked up, and you can get free DVDs and Blu-rays whenever you're staying in these vacation club rooms. You have the queen bed here that we saw already, and the nightstand over there. One thing to note, they do have on the nightstand at least a couple like USB outlets and stuff on there. Not nearly as many as they should, as they do in some of the other rooms, but they do have a couple little outlets there. A little harder to find outlets here because on the right hand side of the bed they do not have anything besides way down here on the wall. So they just haven't had a soft refresh here yet to install those, but I'm sure eventually they'll get around to doing those at some point. Once you pull up the bed and put it inside the couch, you have a lot more floor space, which is really nice. These two little end tables become your coffee table if you want that. And then you have a table and chairs over here for you to use. Instead of having a desk or anything like that, you just have the table and chairs. There are two little art pieces here on the wall that we loved. Mary Poppins is one of them. Of course, she's kind of one of the main characters that they have here at Grand Floridian. It's a Mary Poppins songbook recreation of the cover there from that really old songbook when the movie came out. And then also one from a throwback movie that many people have never heard of or seen, The Happiest Millionaire songbook. So if you've heard of that, if you've seen it, if you know any of the songs by the Sherman Brothers, you will recognize that right away. Now these songs that you're singing will probably be stuck in your head. If you have not seen that movie, as soon as Disney Plus comes out, I highly recommend you stream that one as part of your binging once you get in there and start using that, because I know we will definitely be doing plenty of binge watching when that comes out. Now we do have a balcony, which I'm going to attempt to go out on and hopefully not be completely consumed by love bugs. So here on the balcony, we have a little bit of space over here, and we have a table and chairs on the other side. Come around there. So we have a little bit of room here on the balcony to kind of chill when you're not being swarmed by these lovely love bugs that are everywhere right now. Anytime that it's not May or November, I think we'd probably be fine, but right now it's a little bit buggy. And as we said before, this is a standard view because we are overlooking the parking lot. However, we have a really cool standard view in the fact that those are the monorail tracks right there. So we have consistently had monorails coming by and going through the buildings all the way through here, and we were sitting out here earlier watching them go by. It was pretty cool. So if you have to have a standard view, there are definitely much worse views to have. Of course, if you're on the other side of the building down there, you may not have as much of a view of the monorail, but I think it's pretty cool that we got to be over here and have the monorail outside of our room. So really enjoying that, and I'll probably be out there taking some more pictures again because it's just such a fun place to take pictures. And that concludes our tour. This is our deluxe studio with a standard view here at the Grand. We are here for 2 nights and then heading over to another room on the other side of the Grand Floridian, one of the other buildings. We'll figure out which one that is whenever we check in, and it's a lagoon view. That's all I know. I have no idea where those are, but we'll figure it out. So,
by the lagoon.
Somewhere we have a view of the lagoon. That's about all we know.
Yeah, so we'll have that video going then, and until then, we are
Here with the ears.
Bye.